Crude oil spewed out of the ExxonMobil pipeline, coiling its way through a suburban neighborhood in Mayflower, Arkansas, some of it ending up at a nearby creek. But work crews were able to stop the oil from reaching Lake Conway, a popular fishing spot. But even after an around-the-clock cleanup effort, a thick tar remained on residential streets. 22 homes were evacuated.
When I got here, you could have canoed down the street. There was so much oil running down through there. It was a mess. And even after they had evidently shut it off somewhere on upstream, if you will, there was still a lot of oil flowing down the street.
The Environmental Protection Agency has categorized this breach as a major spill. The Pegasus pipeline can carry more than 90,000 barrels of heavy crude oil per day from Illinois to Texas. Exxon did not put a hard estimate on the number of barrels of oil that spilled, except to say it was a few thousand. The cause of the pipeline rupture is still under investigation.
We are working as rapidly as possible to get this cleaned up and to get people's lives back to normal. We will allow people in when the state agrees that it is safe and appropriate for people to come back and occupy their homes again.
There are 160,000 miles of pipeline crisscrossing the United States. The Arkansas oil spill comes as President Obama is weighing whether to approve a new Keystone XL pipeline, 1,700 miles of pipeline carrying 700,000 barrels of crude a day, stretching through the country's heartland. The Keystone pipeline carries a dense Canadian tar sands oil. Critics say this lower quality oil can corrode over time.
Keystone XL is a dirty and dangerous pipeline. It's literally going to cut our country in half, carrying a very dangerous fuel, and it will cause runaway climate change.
Keystone's proponents, however, say it would lessen U.S. dependence on oil from the Middle East, and they argue transporting oil by pipeline is far safer than by road or rail.
It would be equipped with 16,000 sensors that would monitor the flow of the oil, so they knew if there was any abnormal activity, it would shut down quickly. Not to mention that they studied all of the other risks to wildlife and vegetation and concluded this pipeline would be safe.
For the families in Arkansas, that debate might seem like a million miles away. The most immediate question on their mind, when can they return home?